I think it's hugely important now, and I think with these awards that it's about looking at the entries of are they using more than just technology? Are they looking at other aspects of marketing, creativity, content, context? For too long, I think as an industry, we've forgotten the very basics, the common sense elements of marketing, and we've just focused on the technology. I think what's going to be interesting is can we start seeing, and are we seeing companies being able to show that they're using creativity and tying that in and marrying that up with programmatic? Because when it's done successfully, it's incredible.
I think it's fascinating the opportunity that exists to unlock the power of creativity within programmatic technology because of the level of insights that are derived from a data-driven decisioning process. And the capability that exists, the capability that unleashes does, however, require quite a different model for us as an industry, and that industry has a very traditional baton-handing method of hierarchy of TV creative through various different channels, quite often digital towards the bottom of that hierarchy. What the data that is unlocked in programmatic trading offers is an opportunity to perhaps use some of that data to drive insight into which creative messages are going to be the most compelling for the audience.
I think it's really important that advertisers start looking at programmatic as a branding opportunity as well. I think definitely when you look at the relationships that you have in terms of private marketplaces, you're getting a lot more access now to larger and more engaging and more interactive formats. So it's really important that your creative aligns to that. And also if you think about it in the video space as well, it's a lot more important that the creative is aligned to your overall objective. So if you are trying to create that engaging and interactive platform, then the creative needs to kind of follow that.
Programmatic technology is part of, at the IPA, what we talk about the logic of advertising, and actually what we really firmly believe in is the great combination of magic and logic. And so it doesn't matter how good logic is, it doesn't matter how good data and technology platforms are, they can always be improved upon with creativity, with magic. And that philosophically is something that advertisers and their agencies need to think about.
So brands and agencies and that whole question of creativity and programmatic, bit of a sweet spot for me because that's an area that we're at Rockerbox we're very actively involved in, and we get involved in this because technology is typically the obstacle. My world's always been rich media, and it's still the case today, and very much the challenge is how do you deliver expanding creative into untested publisher environments, and when programmatic is in the middle of the mix, then you don't really always know which sites are going to feature. That's something we spent a long time solving. And I think we're not unique. There are lots of businesses who are now trying to address the challenge of big creative formats and rich media. And I think this year, 2015, will be that year when it really bubbles up to the top. Last year for me was all about pre-roll video. This year's got to be about rich media, brand, larger format creativity and branding campaigns.
The whole debate about creativity is really important. It's just really about a natural evolution of how the programmatic part of the industry is going to evolve. And it's really, to be honest, around some parts of the industry upskilling from a creative agency perspective, but also how you can use data and technology in an innovative way.
So for marketers and advertisers, I think there's a rapid growth curve happening around programmatic. It's been viewed first and foremost as a technology that's really about automating the media buying process. But that's only really part of the story. And what we've seen in today's award entries and what we're seeing happening in the industry more broadly is a really imaginative application of programmatic to real-time marketing activity. So marketers and brands being challenged and challenging agencies and players in the industry to think differently about how we engage and where we engage with the right consumer. So creativity in terms of the visual for those adverts plays a part, but the creative use of media and how programmatic opens up a whole new way of using media creatively to drive brand value.